8 Ballon d'Ors,
Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi.
4 Champions League titles,
Barcelona's year again in the UEFA Champions League.
1 Copa America, 1 World Cup, and more and more and more.
Another chapter in the incredible story of this little man. And he is the best. He's the best there is. He's the best that ever has been. Possibly the best that ever will be. He is the record breaker. There have been many great players, so many legends.
Yes, Lionel Messi has achieved everything possible in the game and has conquered the footballing mountain with his title in Qatar 2022. But most impressively, he has won all of those titles by scoring some of the greatest goals the world has ever seen. From his early days at Barcelona to his magical moments with Argentina, Messi has captivated audiences with his extraordinary talent and ability to score some of the most breathtaking goals in football history. Solo goals have always been his trademark, but he will also be remembered for some spectacular free kicks, long-range thunderbolts, and chips over the keeper. So sit back, relax, and join us as we count down the 10 best goals of Lionel Messi's career. Number 10, versus Mexico, 2022 World Cup. We kick things off with a goal that was genuinely seen by the entire world. Argentina needed a win against Mexico in their second group game at the Qatar World Cup. The Albiceleste had suffered a sensational defeat to Saudi Arabia in their first match, so a win was a must. The first half at the Lusail Stadium ended in a goalless draw, leaving Messi and Argentina with only one option: win or go home and crush the dreams of millions around the world. And who would have done it otherwise? Messi. His genius was once again on full display as he unleashed a thunderous shot past Guillermo Ochoa and into the far corner. Angel Di Maria's pass was difficult to control, but Messi proved once again to be Argentina's leader, saving his team for the second World Cup in a row after that iconic goal against Nigeria in 2018. And let's face it, Argentina wouldn't have won it all if it wasn't for this beauty from Leo, which makes it all the more special. Number 9, versus Manchester United, 2009. Next up, we have a goal in probably Messi's first match of this caliber, the Champions League final. Yes, technically Messi had won the tournament 3 years earlier when Barcelona beat Arsenal, but the Argentinian was injured that day and couldn't take part. The 2009 Champions League final pitted 2 of the greatest sides in history against each other: Pep Guardiola versus Sir Alex Ferguson, Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo, Piqué and Pujol versus Ferdinand and Vidic. Barca had taken a 1-0 lead through Samuel Eto'o, but Man United continued to search for an equalizer. But it was Messi who put the game beyond doubt with the most iconic header of his career. The Argentinian latched onto a brilliant pass from Xavi and, all alone in the area, headed the ball into the far corner of Van der Sar's net to make it 2-0. The celebration with the cleat in his hand, which had fallen off his foot as he jumped to meet Xavi's cross, will also live in infamy. Number 8, versus PSG, 2021. At number 8, we have a goal that truly defies the laws of physics. The knuckleball technique is one of the most difficult in football. But in this match against Paris Saint-Germain, Messi produced one of his rare long-range bombshells. Barcelona had gone down 4-1 in the first leg of the 2020-2021 Champions League round of 16. But we're hoping for a comeback after Kylian Mbappe had opened the scoring from the penalty spot. Messi was picked up by Pedri around 30 yards from goal, and without hesitation, unleashed an unstoppable shot into the top right-hand corner of Keylor Navas's net as he watched the ball glide through the air. Yes, unlike all the other Messi goals on this list, this one didn't win it for his team. But given his rare strikes from distance, there was no way it wouldn't find a place in the top 10. Number 7, versus Real Madrid, 2017. El Clásico has been the stage for many of Messi's greatest moments, and this goal against Real Madrid is undoubtedly one of his finest. With the score level at 2-2 late in the second half, Barca launched their final attack of the game. The team's most versatile player, Sergi Roberto, made one of the best runs of his career, dribbling 60 yards through the middle of the pitch with the ball at his feet. He passed to Andre Gomez, who found the overlapping Jordi Alba on the wing. Barca's left back has always had an incredible partnership with Messi when it comes to exactly this kind of pass in the box. The Spaniard simply whipped in a low cross around the edge of the penalty area, and Messi appeared out of nowhere to slot home to make it 3-2. Pure class. And as for the celebration, this one was even more iconic than the one against Manchester United in 2009. The entire Santiago Bernabeu was booing Messi throughout the game. Well, Messi had an answer, showing the opposition fans his shirt with the number 10 on the back. Imagine doing that in the backyard of your bitter rival. Number 6 versus Liverpool 2019. Messi's ability to score goals of all kinds is what sets him apart from his rivals. And this swerving free kick against Liverpool in the Champions League sums it up perfectly. It was in the semi-finals of the tournament in the 2018-19 season, against the very strong English side. Liverpool were having one of their best spells of the campaign, but things went pretty smoothly for Barca that night. A goal from Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi by the 60th minute put the game to bed, but the Argentinian was certainly not finished. In the 82nd minute, Messi was fouled about 10 yards from the edge of the box, too far for anyone to believe that the Argentinian would shoot from that position. But that is exactly what happened. Once again, his genius was on display as he curled the ball around the wall and into the net to make it 3-0. Number 5 versus Real Betis 2019. Entering the top 5, we have another supernatural goal from Messi in the 2018-19 season. Barca were away to Real Betis in La Liga fixture with huge implications for the La Liga title race. The Barcelona players had more or less wrapped up the game before the hour mark, leading 3-0. But in the 85th minute, with the Catalan club already enjoying themselves on the pitch, Messi created the kind of magic that will live in infamy. The Argentinian was picked out by Rakitic on the edge of the area and curled the ball perfectly over the players in the box, beating the goalkeeper. However, his shot was so accurate that it hit the crossbar and went into the back of the net. The crowd at the Betis Stadium erupted in celebration, with even the opposition's fans joining in and standing to their feet. Although their team had lost, they were proud to have witnessed one of the most magical moments in football history. This is why it was more than just a game. Number 4 versus Bayern Munich 2015. And speaking of chips, there's no way we can't mention an even more important one. It was a Champions League semifinal against another very bitter rival, Bayern Munich. The two giants have met on a number of occasions over the last 10 years, with the German club coming out on top in most of them, but not this time. We all know that Messi has a knack for producing moments of sheer brilliance on the biggest stages, and this goal against Bayern in the 2014-15 semifinal was a prime example. With the game on the line, Messi once again received the ball from his good friend Rakitic on the edge of the penalty area, danced past Jerome Boateng with a sublime feint, and curled the ball delicately over Manuel Neuer. Seriously? Against the best goalkeeper in the world at the time? In his prime? It was also a goal of sheer audacity and skill, one that propelled Barcelona to another European triumph, a 5th Champions League title. Number 3 versus Getafe 2007. Now, whatever you can say about this goal might not be enough. And also a quick disclaimer, we know that most of you were probably expecting this goal to be at the top of the list. But given the importance of the other two, I think Messi's solo effort against Getafe in 2007 deserves the bronze medal. Anyway, picture this. Imagine being so confident in your abilities that you can run through the entire opposition's defense, beat the goalkeeper with one simple move, and put the ball in the back of the net. Not only that, but also to recreate your idol's most memorable goal. Yep, that's exactly what Messi did that night in the Copa del Rey game against Getafe, recalling Maradona's incredible solo strike against England at the 1986 World Cup. A magical performance from a magical player. Number 2 versus Real Madrid 2011.
Away from 2, 3, 4. Wonderful.
Of course, no list of Messi's greatest goals would be complete without mentioning his magical strike in 2011. An El Clasico semifinal in the Champions League. Real Madrid versus Barcelona. What better time to score such an astonishing goal than against your biggest rivals in a direct encounter, with the Champions League final on the horizon? Barca were already 1-0 up after another Messi goal, but this one was even better. Messi picked up the ball in the center circle, dribbled the ball past 4 defenders, including goalkeeper Iker Casillas, and calmly slotted the ball into an empty net. It was one of those solo goals that stunned the Santiago Bernabeu and cemented Messi's status as a Barcelona legend. For many, this goal should have ranked at number 1, but let's take a look at the next one and see if you agree with our choice. Number 1. Versus Athletic Bilbao 2015. And finally, at the top of our countdown, the strike that has been widely described as the impossible goal. Many people have asked themselves, how is this possible? Is this a reality? Or is it some kind of a miraculous dream? Yes, folks, if you watched that goal live on that night in May of 2015, you saw history unfold before your eyes. Many experts have talked about it, many studies have been carried out, many explanations have been given, but no one has yet been able to figure out how Messi scored that incredible, mercurial, extraterrestrial goal. Even more impressive was both the way he scored it and the game that night. It was the 20th minute of the Copa del Rey final of the 2014-15 treble season. With the ball at his feet, near the halfway line, Messi embarked on a mesmerizing run, dribbling past 5 Bilbao defenders with ease before casually slotting the ball past the goalkeeper. It was a goal that left the footballing world in awe, and once again showed the greatness of this magical footballer. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to leave a like, subscribe, and give your suggestions for another ranking that you'd like to see on Footy Flicks. Also, don't forget to check out some of our latest uploads. Bye-bye for now, and we'll catch you in the next one.